Hi, if you're watching this video, chances are you're considering an in-ground pool purchase and you've probably never seen one get built. We've created this video so you can see a project from start to finish. Okay, so we're getting ready to get started on this project in Brewster, New York. We're about an hour north of New York City here. We're in Putnam County, bordering Westchester County. We work in both those areas. This project is going to feature a really nice, generous sized patio, waterfall going into the pool, has seating in all four corners. It's a really well thought out pool for somebody who wants to have as much swimming space as possible. The pool is 15.5 feet wide, 40 feet long, and has a 7-foot deep end. This is a really interesting pool project. I hope you like watching it get done. We'd love to build a pool for you. We just laid out the marks for our excavation, so let's get started. So now we're going to adjust and get our height set for our depth of our pool. We started digging already. We know we have to go down at least 4 feet, but we're going to get our exact measurement right now. The first thing we do is just look at the transit and establish our benchmark shot. We should be able to calculate everything else we need to know for the height of this pool. Okay, so now we're getting ready to figure out all our depths that we have to dig to. We use this thing called the dig sheet, and what that dig sheet will do is show us the depth we need for every, say, 4 feet in length on the pool, so we can dig at a continuous pitch. We know that the benchmark that we want to set the top of the pool to is 3 foot 10.5. We want the same as this patio that I'm standing on right now. So to figure that out, we're going to calculate the thickness of the coping, the thickness of the gravel under the pool, and the height of the pool. The gravel is 3.5 inches. The coping, we're using 2-inch thick coping. It's a bluestone coping, so that's 5.5 inches total. And then we have our 3 10.5. So we'll add the 3 10.5 to that 5.5, and that number is going to get added to every depth of the pool. So the 3 10.5. 5.5 is 3 foot 16, which is 4 foot 4. So now 4 foot 4 gets added to every measurement on the pool. It's pretty simple. Our first measurement is 4 foot, so we know we have to dig to 8 feet 4 inches. And hopefully we set that pool in, we find out we're totally level. Okay, so the pool should be arriving any minute. We're going to be taking it off the truck and putting it in a hole in the backyard. Okay, so now we have the water going in the pool, and it's time for backfilling. When we backfill, we use only clean crushed stone. After the backfilling is complete, it's time to add the item 4, which is like a road-based material for the pavers. Here you can see Fleeter compacted it in. Now it's time to start the concrete locking collar. We're drilling some holes here, building some forms, and we're going to start to install the rebar. After that, we install the concrete. The concrete locking collar's main job is to stop the pool from changing shape. One of the biggest benefits of fiberglass is that it's flexible, but if you don't stop it from changing shape, it could flex over time. Concrete locking collar also doubles as the foundation for your coping stone. This is some of the Unilock pavers we're using. We're using the XL slabs today. This is a giant slab for doing patio work. We made some special cuts in the bluestone. We want to now make the edges all look the same. This has a rough surface to it, and when we make a cut in the bluestone, you wind up with a smooth surface. And what we're going to try to do is make that surface look like this surface. The way we do that is by spraying water here, then we use a torch. We'll put a little water on it. Once it's a little wet, we heat this up. The water will expand rapidly and fleck off a little bit of the stone, and that's what's going to give us this texture. On this side of the patio, it's more of just a walkway. We have a 10-foot wide section for lounge chairs, and going down the entire side, we have a 15-foot wide section in this area. That's going to give you a lot of room, so if you want to put like your larger tables, more lounge chairs, you can do that as well. And then where these guys are working right now is an area where we're going to have a pergola. So this will give you a little bit of shade out here. You're going to need a break from the sun at some point. Okay, so now that the patio is completely laid out, it's time to do the finishing touches. On this project, that basically means we're going to put the grout in between the joints and install the polymeric sand. The reason that we use joints in our coping is because bluestone is not a uniform thickness. You're going to be plus or minus a 1/16 of an inch. So what we do is space them out, and then we install a grout joint. Next thing I want to talk about is the polymeric sand itself. The reason we use this product is, one, is it helps stabilize these stones so you're not going to feel any wobbling when you're walking around. Polymeric sand is basically a 2-part mixture that is activated with water, so it becomes like an epoxy in between the joints. This will also help stop any kind of weeds from growing up. Okay, so over here we have, you'll notice, is a bunch of blue tape, and this goes on all of our drains going around our pool. When we put this polymeric sand in, the last thing we want to do is get the polymeric sand into the drains. Once the poly sand gets in there, it's very hard to get it out. So the easiest thing to do is seal it off. We don't have to worry about it, and then we can work like we normally work around the patio. You know, we don't want to get our grout on the stone itself. Okay, so now the pool's been built, and one of our final steps is to add the salt into the pool. It's almost hard to believe, right? Where do we put the salt? Well, directly in the pool. I'm going to show you. It's just that simple. And we use regular water softener salt. And we find that the stuff from Diamond is perfect. It doesn't change your chemistry. There's no iron, nothing like that. So just a simple, easy open bag. Pull it open and dump it in. Thanks for watching the video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to hear how this customer from this video feels about the project, you can click over here. And if you'd like to see some of our latest projects, click over here.